Lawyers for the Trump administration received a dressing down, we will call it, from a federal judge this week by the name of Brian Murphy, after it was brought to Judge Murphy's attention that the Trump administration had sent a plane load of migrants to South Sudan, a country where none of the people on this migrant flight actually came from. There were no Sudanese people on that flight. None of them came from Sudan to the United States and then got caught and had to be sent back. Nope. They were shipping Vietnamese people, they were shipping Asian people, and they were shipping Hispanic people to a country, a continent that they've never even set foot in, to disappear them so that nobody knows where they went. Now, the Trump administration has in fact been ordered by previous courts to no longer send people to countries where they did not originate from. In other words, this administration is under strict court orders, multiple court orders, to not send people to countries that they are not from. That's not how deportation works. That's how CIA black sites work. That's how disappearing people works. But it's not how the immigration system in the United States is legally supposed to work. So this judge was pissed. And the judge was asking the administration lawyers, like, well, what happened to this person? And they said, well, actually, that person was, we took them off the flight and they got on a different flight to a different place. I'm like, well, where? The judge said. Like, well, we can't tell you because that's classified. It's not, though. Where you deport somebody is not classified. That's not something that's like, no, this is a high-level security clearance. You can't know where we sent Mr. Johnson back to. Why? Yes, we can. These are criminal records here in the United States. These are supposed to be pretty much wide open. And yet, you're telling us it's classified. Well, don't worry, because the judge didn't buy it either. The judge said, quote, based on what I've been told, this seems like it may be contempt. He added that government officials, perhaps even including the pilots of the aircraft, could be sanctioned criminally. And that is what actually pisses me off, just as much as the actual story itself. A criminal contempt charge for anyone in this administration coming from a federal judge, so it's a federal offense. A criminal contempt charge can immediately be pardoned by Donald Trump, therefore not enforceable at all. For those who may not know, there are two types of contempt that a judge can find somebody in. First is criminal. What you did is illegal. I am going to hit you with criminal charges. Now you're going to be arrested and go through a trial, potential prison, yada, yada. Trump can pardon people if they're charged on the federal level with criminal contempt. So the judge threatening any official from the Trump administration with criminal contempt basically means, hey, Trump, be ready to pardon these people so they don't get in trouble. That's what'll happen. The second kind of contempt is civil contempt, which is not pardonable. Civil contempt means that the judge could say, you know what, I'm going to fine you $500,000. I'm going to bankrupt you with these fines that Trump can't do anything about. Or, more cleverly, the judge can say, fine, you know what? I'm freezing your assets. And the judge also has limited ability, but ability nevertheless, to do that for government departments that defy court orders. That's enforceable, and Trump can't do a damn thing about it. So if you want to threaten these people with contempt, judge, you know how to do it. You're choosing to do it the wrong way. So that pisses me off. That is not okay. You screwed the pooch on this one. And for the record, this is now, the fourth country that Donald Trump has been busted sending migrants to? We have El Salvador, we have Rwanda, we have fucking Libya, and now Sudan. 4 foreign countries where, for the record again, most people are not from these countries. Some are from El Salvador. The rest, we're not getting people from Libya. We're not getting people from Rwanda. We're not getting people from Sudan, but that's where we're sending them. 4 separate countries where we are disappearing people, likely never to be seen again. And in the case of Libya, of course, one of the biggest human rights violators on the planet. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.